All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for tonight's game between the Magdalena Steers and the St. John's Redskins. Great tip right there, recovery by St. John's to get the ball to start the game. Brings it up top to number 2. Cox is down there. That's a nice pass on the inside. We'll give you some more information on these teams as we get going. We're going to have a great matchup tonight between, like I said, the Magdalena Steers and your St. John's Redskins. We got some great coaching stories, some great player stories to bring to you. Got some great-looking kids out there tonight. St. John's has got basically an entirely new lineup from last year. So a bunch of seniors, 9 to be exact, but none of them started last year. So they are mature in age, just maybe not in basketball years. Nice baseline drive. Can't finish there. That's number 0. That's Jordan Maribal. You're going to hear a lot about Jordan tonight. He's a 6'2 senior for the Magdalena Steers. And so that jump ball is called right there by Mr. Brian Sosi, one of the best officials in the northwest part of Arizona. Great guy, hails from the wonderful community of Chinle. Glad to have Mr. Brian Sosi here to call in the game for us tonight. And that inbounds pass comes in to Jordan. Just a little bit long off the back of the rim. Jordan not afraid to take it again. Kicks it back over to that teammate right there. Deshaun Vineyard with the call in. And Brian Sosi with the call. See, we got a little shoving there. So, going to go back to the Redskins. Glad to have along with us tonight Mr. Dayton Waite, a St. John's Redskin all-star in his own right. And oddly enough, he is calling the game for us with his uncle Stacy Waite and his first home basketball game. Stacy Waite, the new head coach for the St. John's Redskins. Super excited to have him along. He was an all-star, an all-state player for the Redskins during his career here as he takes over the helm of one of the great basketball programs in the state of Arizona with the St. John's Redskins. Great pass inside. Number 5 just kicks it back out. Oh, almost falls in right there. Not quite for G.J. Spencer. Good shot right there off the top. Number 21, that's Jordan Mannery. A little bit long. Brings it back out to the top. And Dayton Waite, give us your thoughts on what we're seeing here early from St. John's on defense.
I think St. John's is coming out in a 2-3 defense, and looks like they're rotating really well. It's one of my more favorite defenses. If it's ran right, it's hard to score on. Looks like that Magdalena team is coming out in a full court press. I love to see presses. I love to see fast-paced games. St. John's did a good job at breaking it. You'd like to see him get more to the center of the court to break that press. I'm sure Stacy will get that worked out. Number 15 shoots the first free throw. Looks like a little short off the front of the rim.
So we're still with almost 2 minutes to go, almost 2 minutes off the clock. We still have a 0-0 game right here. The Magdalena Steers, a great team coming out of New Mexico. They were the state champions last year. And Mr. Greg Chavez Jr., one of the officials we really appreciate in these parts, calling that on the line. Giving it back to number 5 for the Steers. And that's Joshua Baca, the 5'9 junior. He gets it back again. Joshua Baca taking it inside. 5'9 off the top of the backboard. Nice rebound right there by number 3, Charlie Humphreys, getting the ball back and almost a nice steal. Almost a nice steal right there. Looks like he's going to call the foul there. So first foul of the game. We've got more fouls than points with 2 minutes off the clock right here. Ball getting kicked back out. Number 3 for the Steers, bringing it in. That is Kel Stevens. He is a 6'4 junior. Pushes it back over to Mr. Baca. Back to number 15 as he goes in the lane and kicks it back up top. And they're going to call a charging foul right there. Way to get up in front of there. Doing a great job right there. Mr. Afton Cox setting his feet and getting the call. All right, so as we go to this timeout, folks, let us bring you up to speed. We're getting up to speed right now with our broadcast. It's the first one of the year. Some changes for the St. John's Redskins. Coach Stacy Waite takes over. He was the JV and assistant varsity coach last year. He takes over now as the new head coach. And it looks like what he's got down there is a bunch of great kids, a bunch of hard-working players, but they don't have a ton of experience. When I was talking to them before the game, like I said, there's actually 9 seniors on the team, but none of them started last year. Some of them did see some playing time. but not a lot of varsity experience or starting experience.
Well, I'm sure Stacy will get these guys whipped into shape. Stacy's a great basketball-minded guy. He taught me a lot during when I was going through school, middle school, Little League, all that. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun to watch this St. John's. The three-pointer for number 24 falls a little short.
Just a little short off the front of the rim. That's number 24, DJ Spencer. His second miss of the night. Is St. John's. Anybody's just looking to get on the board right now. Almost a nice still cross-court pass right there to number 0. And that's Joran Maribal, the 6'2 senior for the Steers. He averages 29 points a game. You're going to see him a lot tonight. You're going to hear him a lot tonight. He's actually the coach's son, in case you didn't know. He is the coach's son. His dad is Jory Voiles, a phenomenal basketball player in his own right, coach in Magdalena. He actually used to live here in St. John's, played here in St. John's for a year, a great basketball coach and player. And like I said, Magdalena actually won the state championship last year in their division. During the year, they beat the 2A and 3A state champions as well by about 20 points. So talking about Jory Voiles, his son, Joran Voiles, the 6'2 senior, hits it again, and Magdalena is just like that.
There
Is
you
up
go.
6-0.
That's how you break a press.
Coming in number 3 with the drive. That's Kel Steffens, a 6'4 junior for the Steers, and all of a sudden it was 0-0 with over 3 minutes off the clock, and now we're looking at 8-0. So Coach Stacy Waite calls his first time out of the season, brings his boys in, going to talk to them a little bit. Like I said, they're all brand new. They don't have a ton of experience. It's new for them. They're playing against a phenomenally talented Magdalena team. Like I said, Magdalena was actually undefeated last year. They are in the 1A division, and they're kind of like Mogollon. I'm trying to give you some schools you can think of. Mogollon, Joe City, that's the 1A type schools. They have 22 seniors in their entire class. So they're very small, but you can see they're phenomenal basketball players. And with that, they beat, like I said, of course, they were the 1A state champions last year. They beat the 2A state champions by 22 points, and they beat the 3A state champions by 18 points. Now, they lost 2 seniors off their team last year, so they've had to replace those 2, but you can see that they're a phenomenal basketball team.
That was a great timeout by Stacy Waite, getting his team recollected. Like you said, there's not a whole lot of leadership on this team yet, no one to really turn to, so they're going to see some bumps and bruises tonight as this Magdalena team is pressuring, putting pressure on them. So I'm sure Stacy's going to get that all ironed out here pretty quick.
Talk about taking your first home game against, probably one of the toughest teams you're going to see all year. I mean, these guys are very, very good at what they do. They're very tall. They shoot very well. And they pressure you all game.
That's a great rebound by Hunter Jarvis. Love to see big men get down in there, get that ball above their head, and keep it above their head so they can't let the smaller guards come poke it away.
Hunter Jarvis did a great job last year coming off the bench.
Good aggressive take. Oh, yeah, great offensive rebound by, again, Hunter Jarvis in there putting his body on the line and go to the line for 2.
Number 23, Hunter Jarvis. He's either 6'4 or 6'5. I don't know, but I was standing next to him, so I'm going to say 6'5. Maybe taller than that.
Caught on the ground. Okay.
He's doing a good job down there on the inside. They're going to need him all year to eat those boards up offensively and defensively. So Afton Cox gets the inbounds pass, kicks it back over to number 24, DJ Spencer, his third miss of the night. We want him to keep shooting. He's got a good shot from the outside. Almost gets a steal. Goes down, and Jordan Maribal with a pass up top. Number 15, that's Joseph Zamora, the 6'4 freshman, kicking it back over to Jordan Maribal, who misses just a little bit long on that shot. So let me give you the rundown for St. John's in case you don't know. Just want to make sure you know everybody that's out there on the floor for the Redskins tonight. I'm going to go through them as they touch the ball. That's number 23. That's number 23, Hunter Jarvis, okay? Number 5 is Afton Cox. He's got the great-looking hair and that beard going on. That's number 5 for the Redskins. That's Afton Cox. And there's another shot from Jordan Maribal. You're going to have to get on him all night. Like I said, he averages 30 points a game. It's a great shot from the outside, inside.
I think that's the third 3 from Jordan Maribal tonight.
And here comes another one. He's not afraid to shoot from out there. That's number 4. So Jordan Maribal with 12 points. And we're still in the first quarter as he just goes off with 4 3-pointers tonight. Hustling after that ball. Look at that great hustle right there.
And he saves it. Great hustle.
Yeah, man, that kid gets it done. He plays like his dad. I mean, his dad was so hard to defend, and that's where he's at. He's going to call that on the ground, huh?
Yeah, he's going to call that on the ground.
So Jordan with 4 3-pointers so far. A great save on the other end.
St. John's not giving up, though. They're still hustling. They're still in it. They're still working hard. Number 0 for another 3-pointer. That's 5.
At some point, they're going to have to guard number 0.
I'm sure this is what Stacy's going to come in and talk about. We got to get a guy out on 0. Maybe the 2-3 zone doesn't work against the Magdalena 2. Maybe they need to go to a man. This is just going to be an adjustment. These seniors are going to have to come in and they're going to have to tell their coach what they're kind of saying on the court. They're going to have that communication with them, that open communication, and just to learn to lean on each other and to trust each other and to work through this game. We're still very early in the game. Yeah, you're down 17-0. These things happen. This happens in college and NBA all the time. You just got to battle back. You got to run your set plays. You got to get you into your momentum and then just start getting the crowd in your favor, and you can come right back on these things.
And they can do it. And I'm going to bring it up real quick while we're talking about amazing games and blowouts. U of A Wildcats taking on number 4 Michigan.
They're down.
And blowing them out. 18 points, took down the number 4 team in the nation, and they had a tough game, and they came back and won big time. Huge congratulations to the Cats. That's Coach Stacy Waite's favorite team, so props there. St. John's with the miss. That's a nice pass up court. Good ball control. Just goes off the rim for Deshaun
You'd like
Vineyard.
to see St. John slow it down just a little bit right here because he's going to take a charge. He's going to get it.
When you've got a 6'2 senior named Jordan Maribal that plays for you, number 0, he has 2 older brothers. They're both taller than him. They're both bigger than him. If you listen to them, they'd tell you they're better players than him. I don't know that they are, but he had to play against him his entire life.
Yeah,
so this is nothing new to him. He's going to hustle the whole game. He's going to shoot the whole game. He's going to play the whole game, and you're just going to have to shut him down because he is the heart of this team. He's a great job. A nice shot right there by number 5. That's Joshua Baca, the 5'9 junior, off the three-pointer, and Magdalena opens up a 20-0 lead here with 1 minute and 42 seconds left. Nice drive by Afton Cox off the back of the rim. Great job.
Take it to the rim, get yourself to the line, get some points up on the board, get some confidence built underneath you, and just start playing ball.
Love Afton Cox. Love watching him in football and basketball. He's just a great player. He's a great kid. Hustles super hard. Wonderful parents. And he's just the kind of kid you want on your team, in your neighborhood, in your town. So good to see him go to the hole as he takes these shots here. Perfect. Nothing but net. Gets St. John's on the board for their first points of the game.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes you just got to get the lid off the bucket, break the ice, and then next thing you know, you're rolling. You go on a 10-point lead, and you're only down by 9.
They just whittle it away. These, like I said, these young, I'll call them young seniors help out. These young seniors out here learning right now in real game time what it takes to keep up with state champions. That's a great call by Byron Sosi. Mr. Byron Sosi calling the game for us tonight. Another great call there as that foot got picked up for a traveling.
Got some substitutions coming in. Number 22, Riley Green. And looks like 20.
Riley Green's in, and number 20 is in for St. John's,
Begay.
which is Felix Begay. He's got a good shot from the outside, so let's see what happens with him. Riley Green's got that big body underneath, number 22. He's 6'5", easy, probably 6'6". Just a big, big physical player, so hopefully he can get to the boards and do some good work underneath there. St. John's with another turnover with 1:19 to go here in the first period. And quietly, real quietly, both teams have been called for 4 fouls. We have 8 fouls, and we're not even through the first period, but it hasn't really stopped the game or done anything with the flow because we're not in a 1-and-1, and there's only been 1 shooting foul, I think, so far. So 1 on both ends.
Looks like Magdalena's coming out in a 5-out situation. Looks like it's the baseline cutting, some passing and screening away.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Nice job by Afton Cox, huh? Cut off that pass there to number 12, Trey Stevens, a 6-foot sophomore.
I was always told growing up, I was always the tallest in Little League and middle school. I was always told the paint was my house. That's exactly what Afton did. He said, don't let anybody come in the paint unchecked. Afton getting his body in there.
Afton's a great football player, man. He's a running back. He's a linebacker, so you're not going to knock him around out here on the hardwood. A little bit of a runner there. Riley Green with the rebound, number 22. Riley Green getting it done for the Skins tonight with the first basket, the first 2-point basket. A home team. And Mr. Jordan takes a nice shot a little bit off to the left there. And Magdalena continuing to put pressure on. And that's number 4 for Magdalena. Deshaun
There
Vineyard.
you go. Great entry pass.
Great pass right there by number 3, Charlie Humphreys.
Way to stay with it.
Going to get a timeout there by Coach Stacy Waite. Got a timeout on the floor there. So Coach Stacy Waite, he was an all-state player, as I said earlier, for the St. John's Redskins, graduated in 1991. and was a phenomenal player. In fact, he started for St. John's on an excellent St. John's team as a sophomore, actually. So played 3 years as a varsity starter, huge contributor, very, very tough player, unbelievably good in the paint, underneath the bucket, rebounding and scoring. So he's here tonight getting this team going. He was the JV coach last year, but I talked to him earlier today. I walked up to him, and you could tell he's wanting to do a great job. And it's when you're the head coach, it's just different than when you're the JV coach.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're the guy.
Yeah, all the pressure's on you. You know, everyone's going to be looking to you. Any kind of flaw, any kind of mistake is going to come back on you. But I know my Uncle Stacy. He's a pretty hard-headed guy. He won't let that get to him. He'll figure out a way to make this St. John's a winning program. I have absolute faith in him.
I'll tell you what, he's got to be the toughest guy I played basketball with.
Well, I used to get banged around by him as a kid.
Toughest guy I used to play basketball with, the best player that I played with, and he's the type of guy that will turn this program into a hard-nosed, blue-collar, work your rear end off every second of every game of every practice. That's just how he plays. That's his personality. That's who he is. So I'm excited to see this team develop over the next 2 or 3 months and see where we end up. We've got great seniors. That's the nice thing about this team. Just a lot of good seniors.
So St. John's actually doing a pretty good job now getting that ball inside and trying to use their small town strength to try to get up there and get some easy buckets. I'd love to see that.
There it is. There's this too.
21 Jordan Mannery. Sorry.
Mannery.
Jordan Mannery going up for the free throw. Looks like he missed his first one. That's all right.
Jordan Mannery, he is the man right now. He's gonna sink this thing, and he's gonna put 4 points on the board for St. John's. Oh, just a little bit off. I may have jinxed him. I'm sorry, Jordan, if I jinxed you. So Maribel pushing it back up. Nice baseline drive. You're going to see a long three-pointer.
That was a great pump fake. Short.
Pump fake and short on the inside.
Hold on to it.
You want to see him follow his shot right there. But Magdalena comes out. They put 20 points on the board for the first period. 5 fouls for Magdalena, 4 for St. John's. Nobody's in foul trouble right now. We actually had some time to talk to Magdalena and the coach. And I'll tell you what. They've got a lot of accolades. They've got a lot of talent on this team tonight. So I want to talk about St. John's here for a second. I want to talk about this new program, kind of going back a few years, taking it way back. Start with your first coach. Take us through the coaching carousel. Maybe I'll call it that. I hope that's not offensive to anybody, but take us through the coaching carousel.
My first varsity coach was a coach that probably not a whole lot of people know from here. His name was Dave Powell.
Dave Powell, Coach Powell.
Yeah, he was the one that let me start for him my sophomore year on varsity, and
right.
I owe everything to that guy. He was a great coach, great-minded. He left the following year, and Coach Tony Neibauer took over from there. He's coaching my junior and senior year. Great coach. I love to play for that guy.
Neibauer, man. Not only did he coach basketball, as you know, he coached football
and track,
and he was a college football player. He was a linebacker in college. I mean, you want to talk about a tough guy? That guy will knock your helmet off. But he was a great basketball coach. I don't know how he did it, but he was a phenomenal basketball coach. But he didn't. That wasn't the sport he played in college. I don't know. I wasn't a track coach. I don't have a clue about track, so I can't tell you.
I know he had a couple of state champions underneath him.
But he was a phenomenal basketball coach.
Connor Lee was a state long jumper for him.
Yeah. So he must have obviously played high school basketball, I'd assume.
I assume he played. Yeah, he did. He played he was a 3-sport athlete, I believe.
Great. So we'll keep going through the coaching carousel.
Great entry pass. Afton Cox off the glass. It's a little short. You'd like to see him take one dribble and go power up to the rim on that one.
And that'll come with time. He'll realize when he has that space, he'll take a dribble, or he'll take a step and go right there.
Cale Stevens.
He's a 6'4" junior for the Steers. A great player. If we're talking about him real quick, he's a 2-year starter for this team. And so to be a 2-year starter on this team, you've got to be good.
Absolutely.
He started as a sophomore. So as a starting sophomore, he's a state champion last year. So we're going to get a push-off call or a pushing call on the Redskins against number 21 for the Redskins. That's Jordan Mannery getting a little frustrated with that suffocating defense that Magdalena is putting on that
and it
ball
can,
out there.
You know, like you said, these are young seniors, and they may not have seen this kind of pressure before from any of their team. So you'd love to see him maybe do like a screen away, give that point guard a little bit of breathing space to set the play up and get the ball rolling.
So if you're talking about small school, look at them rotate that ball across the baseline to Mr. Baca, number 5. Joshua Baca, the 5'9 junior, just puts it in from over there. Just 4 passes, and all of a sudden it's over there in the corner and it's in. So if you're talking about great teams in the last 2 years, I'm talking small schools, 1A, 2A, 3A, in Arizona and New Mexico, you're looking at one of the top 5 teams right here. Look at that give and go, that teamwork, that patience. You got a trailer, kicking it back to your trailer. He misses but gets the foul. So you take 1A, 2A, 3A in Arizona and in New Mexico. And the Magdalena Steers, believe it or not, are one of the top 5 best teams in 1A, 2A, 3A in the last 2 years. Multiple state championships. They beat the 2A champions. They come and play tournaments in Arizona. They go down and play the private schools down there in Scottsdale, Phoenix, Gilbert, all that places, and they win. Good. There's one team that they've lost to 2 years, and I can't remember the name. I'm going to say like West Wind Prep or somebody Win Prep or whatever. Other than that, they beat all the schools in 2A, 3A, and 1A. So St. John's, this is a phenomenal learning experience for St. John's.
Absolutely.
You'd rather run into this team early on than get your confidence kind of beat up a little bit when you're going into the end of the season.
Got a shot, number 24. Looks like it's going to be just
almost off the rim.
Rebound.
Go straight back up, son. Nice dribbling right there by number 21 for the Redskins. That's Jordan Manor. He gets it in number 23, Hunter Jarvis. Oh, and a big block there on Hunter Jarvis by number 15, Joseph Zamora, the 6'4 freshman. He's a freshman for the Magdalena. He takes the shot, and the 6'4 freshman is in and out. In and out. And look at the freshman with the rebound right there. That's a freshman, number 15. I'm going to say this because it's my granddaughter's favorite movie. His favorite movie is Frozen 2.
Oh.
The number 15, Joseph Zamora, the 6'4 freshman, favorite movie, Frozen 2. How about that?
It is a good one.
What a great kid. He probably knows the songs. Maybe he'll sing them for us at halftime.
If Aspen were here, she would sing them.
So number 21 back with the ball for the Redskins. Nice no-look pass inside. Hunter Jarvis.
Go up strong right here. This is where you make your money.
Boom.
Nice shot. There you go.
Starting to look a little bit like his coach, Stacy Waite, knowing how to do that spin and float it right up over the top. Nothing but net. Beautiful shot there. Hunter Jarvis putting St. John's 5 on the board now. So St. John's still in that 2-3 defense with big Riley Green up underneath. There comes a shot. Kicks it back out. Number 4. That's going to be off to the right. Good on distance. Looking for the outlet right there. Getting it back to number 21. That's Jordan Mannery. Looks like he's going to be doing a lot of the ball handling duties for the Redskins this year. Got some great point guards that he's got to fill the shoes of. None greater in the last 10 or 15 years than Preston Wilson that used to be the point guard for the Redskins. Is Riley Green looking for a pass, looking for an outlet. Take that on the inside. Nice shot.
There you go.
Number 24, DJ Spencer, and the Redskins are at 7, cutting into this lead. Cross-court pass on that 2-3, and that's something where there is a weakness. There it is again.
3. That's number 6, I believe.
Leaving him open. Let me tell you something about number 0 before he gets taken out of the game. Last year, as a junior, he was the New Mexico State Player of the Year.
Wow.
He averages last year.
24,
wow.
DJ Spencer from deep.
While we're talking about three-pointers, DJ Spencer makes it happen. So the Redskins in double digits now. But, yeah, number 0, he's going to call that foul on grabbing. But, yeah, number 0, Jordan Maribal, the 6'2 senior, he was actually the New Mexico State Player of the Year. He played with a broken foot in the state championship game. Last year, it led his team to the state championship. And he's going to be going to either Colorado to play or Angelo State. He's got a few more visits that he's going to make before he decides where he's going to go. He's been the first team All-State player 3 years in a row, District State Player of the Year. He's got all the accolades, all the awards. He's just got all that. So that's who you're looking at. If you want to see what it takes to be the New Mexico State Player of the Year for small schools and have all the scoring title, multiple college scholarship offers, that's what you're looking at. That's what it takes. You saw him save that ball out of bounds in a game where they're up by 20 points. He never quits, never shuts down, hits both of his free throws, and with 6 points, he's got 20 points so far, and we're still 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Errant pass over the top of his head. So,
yeah, I don't know who scheduled this game, but I love to see these tougher matchups in the beginning of the season. You know, this is going to show a lot for the St. John's, and it's going to show Magdalena a lot too of where their weaknesses are, where they could be improved. Same with St. John's; they're going to have weaknesses and they're going to have strengths. And this is just a baseline of where to go from now. And I love to see these strong, hard matchups. Even though you might get thumped, it doesn't matter. You're going to learn from this experience more than what you would by beating up on a team by 40.
That's exactly right. And it's not going to hurt your power points that bad. It's first game of the season, first home game of the season, you know. And you get a seal.
Ball move over to 0 again. Long this
time.
Long
on the shot. He's shooting 50%, or I'm sorry, he's shooting 62% from the three-point line. That's an impressive percentage.
So you'd like to see St. John's right here find a couple more bodies. We kind of let one of those Magdalena players just slip in there and grab that offensive rebound, and it led to a St. John's foul, which could potentially lead to 2 points here. So St. John's learning a lot right now. They're still working hard. You know, they may be down, but they're still working hard, and we love to see that.
And I don't know where Magdalena's at in their football season, but St. John's just got over with that. Most of these kids coming off the football field. So they're in a different shape than basketball shape.
Yes.
Football shape is way different than basketball, as you know. And so you're going to see some of the kids are a little bit winded right now. They're putting their hands on their head. They're trying to get into basketball shape. And that's just the way it is when you have a small school and you have athletes playing multiple sports.
Yeah, when you come from a sport where you're going hard for 10 seconds and off for 45 or 30, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different than basketball shape, where you're constantly moving, you're constantly squatted, trying to play defense. Got a foul, looks like a hold.
That's a good call right there by Greg Chavez Jr. Good call there by Greg.
24.
You could see him holding him on the way out. He was trying to get around to get that pass, and Magdalena's doing what they can to stop that, and got called for it. Not a big deal. 24's taking it out. That's G.J. Spencer for the Redskins. Kicks it into number 21, who we've been talking about all night, Jordan Mannery. Jordan Mannery's doing a great job out there tonight handling the ball. Super proud of him coming in and taking over as the point guard. Nice defense right there by the freshman, Joseph Zamora, the 6'4 freshman for Magdalena, getting over the top of Riley Green. I'd like to see Riley Green use that big body and just block out a little bit more. And he'll realize that as he gets his basketball feet under him, so to speak. No shot clock in high school, in case you didn't know that. Another long three.
Oh,
We're getting in the NBA range right there. Good job, Jordan Mannery. Get it in there, son.
Strong.
Nice move, though. Nice move. Didn't quite finish it, but, man, that was beautiful.
Take a charge.
Nice kickoff. Jordan came down with all the energy. I thought he was going to get a charge, and just a nice dish off to his teammate right there. And it looks like they're going to be back up. 35-12, Magdalena leading right now. Second quarter with about 1:30 to go. Number 20 out there for the Redskins with the ball. That's Felix Begay. He kicks it into Hunter Jarvis with a shot just long, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Riley Green using that big body.
He's in there again. He's been in there almost every single play. I think it's his third or fourth offensive rebound. Just putting his body on the line, getting an and one. Love to see it. That's 3 fouls on number 15.
Yes.
Joseph Zamora.
Yep, that's that 6'4 freshman. Yeah, I love number 22, Riley Green. You can tell he's getting his basketball IQ about him, his basketball sense. He's figuring out the space. Look at that.
He gets his own rebound.
Look at the rebound right there. Good job, Riley Green, number 22. I'm excited to see him get into basketball shape. And that's what Magdalena does so well. That is Jory Voiles, their coach to the max. We used to play with him and against him all the time. You go down and score a basket, he will cherry pick you all night long, man. He's got his team doing that. He wants to score immediately after you score. And so that's what he's got that team doing. He's talking to his players, getting them ready. You know, they're looking to repeat again. They're looking for another state championship.
Oh, yeah, their eyes are already on the gold ball starting right now. This game is just another stepping stone for them. And they're going to play like they're playing for the state championship, and that's what a good program does.
And into the game comes number 12, Cray Stevens, a 6-foot sophomore for Magdalena. Riley Green, I was talking about him a little bit earlier. I'm super excited to see him get into basketball shape.
Great.
Get the spacing on the court. Good number 21 coming in right there using the glass. I'm liking
Riley Green in there again with the offensive board. Just couldn't quite put it back up. And then we got that 21.
That was 21.
Jordan Mannery.
Beautiful job, Redskins. Beautiful job.
Stop the ball, stop penetration, and make them start moving it around. Magdalena being very patient on the offensive end, passing away, screening away. In and out, 0 for another three-pointer. Looks like it's going to go short and right.
He's down to 50% now.
We got a cherry pick opportunity.
Yep.
You'd like to see St. John's maybe getting a little bit of transition ball game. 0 waiting for it in the corner, short.
Short again. He may be getting
Riley
tired.
Green.
And that's going to be called right there on Jordan Maribel. On Riley Green. Can't wait till he gets that spacing down and the feel for the game,
Hey,
feel
we're
for
in a
the
one-on-one
players.
situation.
Yep. Now, the next foul on St. John's is going to put us into 2. I didn't realize we had 9 fouls. And these are quiet fouls. We're at 17 fouls.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't stopped the game, really hasn't done anything to the flow. And that's a good testament to our refs tonight. We got Greg Chavez Jr. out there, of course, Brian Sosi, and then Brian Land. L-A-N-D. Brian Land. Mr. Maribel again off the glass.
Finish.
Look at the great body control, up in the air, up and around the big man. Kisses it off the glass.
You love to see him keep pushing. You got the defense on their heels now. You got to keep pushing that and keep penetration.
I'd like to
going.
see it going to Riley Green. He's on a 5'9" player. There it is. Call it, and there it goes.
Oh.
And he'll get better.
Looks like he kind of got away with the foul right there.
He grabbed his arm. That's the reason the ball went straight into the rim. But no call, so we're at first half is over. It's in the books. Coach Stacy Waite, the former all-star, all-state, do-everything player for the St. John's Redskins, taking over the program. This is his first home game. It's so good to see him out here on the court tonight. I want to say something about he and Verl Heap, because Verl Heap was kind enough to come and actually coach us when we were little kids. I say freshmen and sophomores. He would come out here. Roger Heap, of course, his son was the coach, and Verl would come out and work with Stacy Waite all the time underneath the basket, worked with us out on top of the basket. We're starting the season. I'll talk about Verl Heap a lot during the season, just because he is the greatest coach that's ever coached in the history of the state of Arizona. So you talk about a guy like that. Gym floor's named after him, but Stacy Waite was a beneficiary of the phenomenal coaching ability and teaching ability of Verl Heap. And one quick story on Verl Heap. He told us if we couldn't make 100 straight free throws, we weren't basketball players, we didn't take it serious, and they called them free throws for a reason. Well, we had a kind of smart kid in our class, and he said, yeah, well, no one can do that. Well, the next day, Verl Heap showed up, not in cowboy boots with manure all over him. He showed up with some old school, like Converse-looking things that probably came over on the Mayflower. And by the time he was done, he quit. He stopped shooting at 136 free throws consecutively made. One of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And he was probably, at the time, 60-ish, maybe. I don't know, 65, 70. I don't remember. I'd have to ask Stacy. He quit at 136. So that's the type of guy we're talking about. That's who Coach Stacy Waite played for. That's the traditions he's upholding. And if you look over on the wall, you're going to see that Verl Heap had 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll keep going, 5, 6, 7, and 8 state championships, if I recall correctly. 8 state championships. You want me to read them to you? 56, 57, 60, 61, 66, 73, 74, and 76. If that's not enough, 8 state championships, he had 4 runner-up, and that would be 67, 72, 78, and 83.
So you start taking that and doing the math of how many years he coached, how many times he made it to the state championship. That's very, very impressive. You're talking
he's
like
going to the state
Coach
championship.
K status of the Duke.
He's going to the state championship at least every other year. He's going to state championship 12 times in his career.
And on top of that, there's only 4 years they didn't win that? Your odds as a freshman to win a state championship are pretty good underneath him.
Isn't that crazy? So that's Verl Heap, in case you don't know. That's why his name is on the gym floor. His name is outside on the gym wall. And one of his former players, Stacy Waite's taking over the program tonight. So we've talked about it a little bit. If you've just joined us, Coach Stacy Waite takes over. He's got, I think he said 9. I hope I'm getting that right. But he's got 9 seniors on the team, but none of them have ever started. None of them were ever a varsity starter. They came in off the bench and were some role players. But they're doing a great job tonight, and they have come out against a phenomenally tough Magdalena team that we've talked about quite a bit. We have a lot more information on Magdalena that we were able to get from their coaches and players. And Coach Waite, we're going to get with him throughout the year. We're going to get the roster online. We'll get it on Max Preps. We'll get the roster online with the AIA website. That's AIA 365. We'll get the stats on there for you and get all that going. Just right now, Coach Waite is just trying to take care of the program and do everything he can with the boys to get them going. So he's got some great assistants down there. And actually, I think his son, Jacob Waite, I think is one of his assistant coaches.
Yeah, I think he's assistant varsity. I think he is the assistant to the JV team too. Jacob, I've known him since he was, obviously a little kid, and he's like my little brother. So,
did you guys play together a little bit?
We did. He did. He was when I was a junior and a senior, I believe. He was on the bench for us and came in for us in certain times. And he was a great teammate. Always had a positive attitude. He knows how to get along with the kids. I'm sure he'll be a great asset to this coaching squad as he learns to bond with the kids and help them along and watch them grow. And so
didn't you guys just kill an elk the other day?
We did. You
guys went out and killed yourself a bull elk, huh?
Yeah, that's the greatest thing about.
You guys reliving your Round Valley rivalry years or something?
We're trying.
Went out and killed you an elk?
We love that's the greatest thing about St. John's. You could be 15 minutes and you could be hunting some of the biggest mule deer you ever see and some decent-sized elk. And Jacob said he really wanted to go kill an elk, so we went and gave it our all. And luckily, we were able to track these elk for about an hour and a half.
And you made it back for a birthday party. Good for you.
Made it back for my nephew's birthday party.
That's how St. John's Redskins players do it. They play basketball at night, they kill elk in the morning, and they party during the day. It's a different schedule, but, man, it works. It works for us. So right now, just to recap this half, number 0, Jordan Maribal, he's got, I believe, if my numbers are right, and a big dunk gets thrown down right there by number 4. I believe he's got 26 points on the game. He's got 18 three-pointers, and those will get shut down. You can't dunk unless it's during a game.
Yeah.
It's illegal. It's not allowed, so you're not going to see that a whole lot anymore. New Mexico, they may allow that. You got to remember, these players are from New Mexico. Mm-hmm. I don't have a clue what the rules are like in New Mexico. I know they're the same as far as fundamentally basketball, but warm-ups and whatnot, there may be some differences there. So they're going to give them a little break. No one's going to get a technical or anything. And we got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the half. I want to talk about the production we've got here and bringing everything up. Let me start with a few people that are here making it happen tonight. We talked about them a lot last year and during the football season. But, of course, we got Victor Chavez here with us tonight. He's sitting down on my left. He's running a modified version of the space shuttle. He's making me laugh. Got to get it together. It's a modified version. It's not as big as it usually is. Usually we got, looks like we're at a Guns N' Roses concert with all the switchboards and speakers and keys and wires. And good night, man. Looks like we can run a Monday Night Football NFL production most of the time. So we're a little bit slimmed down tonight. Got Caden Castleberry here, of course. He's not up here with me right now, but he has set everything up. Mr. Paul Hancock, of course, Director of Probation for Apache County, got a hold of us this afternoon, actually, and said, hey, I need you guys to show up, or we wouldn't have been here. So I'm glad he got a hold of us and told us this is where we needed to be. And then, of course, Judge Mike Latham. I don't have my normal notes with me. I meant to talk about Judge Mike Latham and the job he's doing up at the Loft and the Lodge. The Lodge, I'll talk about that. I'm writing that down to talk about it during the game because that is a very, very cool thing. It's kind of the sister facility of the Loft here in St. John's, the teen legacy centers that are going right now, which Legacy Team Productions is what you're listening to tonight on YouTube. We appreciate you tuning in. We're going to have a little more commentary, hopefully this half, from Mr. Dayton Waite, one of our all-star, all-state players from the St. John's Redskins from a few years ago. Sounds odd to say, doesn't it, that it's been more than 5 years?
Yeah, I just had a birthday. I didn't realize it. I'm 26 years old.
Yeah, there you go. How about that? You'll be at 10 years here soon. It goes by pretty quick. So we have got, it doesn't look like, unless I missed them, I thought we were going to have a halftime routine from the cheerleaders, but it looks like we're not going to. They are here tonight. They're doing a great job. Coach Becky Arona, always putting a great team on the floor, always has good music, good dances. Their cheers are always appropriate, meaning they're not cheering defense when we're on offense and stuff like that. They know their game. They know what they're doing. We have teams come here sometimes to do that, and we're just kind of looking down like, your team's on offense.
You got to figure this one out.
Probably when they have the ball, probably just talk about an offensive cheer.
So I didn't know this, but I actually got a text not too long ago from my old coach. He's actually tuned into the game. Tony Neibauer is tuning into the game to watch St. John's.
The great Tony Neibauer. I love that guy.
He loves to watch St. John succeed. I know he had a good relationship with Jacob when he was playing for him, and Got along with his parents, so he wants to see my Uncle Stacy succeed. But we actually played Magdalena.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know this. We actually played Magdalena. Sounds like it would have been the summer between my junior and senior year over in Mesa State at the college.
Let's talk about how long ago that was.
Basketball game. That was a long time ago. At the
7-8 years ago?
That's yeah, probably at least that.
I'd like to say that out loud on the air.
I didn't know that, but apparently we played them. I never heard this.
How did we do it? It's obviously not the same team, maybe not even the same coach, but how'd you guys do?
He told us we won by 2 in overtime, sudden death.
So they were good.
They were good
because you guys were good.
Yeah.
So they must have been good.
Yeah. So that sounds like he coached against Magdalena's coach right now. So sounds like he was getting his program going. So this program's been going for a long time.
Long time, man.
7-8 years.
Jory Voiles is the real deal. I would love Jory Voiles to come here and coach basketball, football, baseball. He's just a winner. He's just a winner. I've been around him since he was a kid. And if Tony Nybauer's listening, I'm saying it right now, and I hope this isn't the kiss of death. I'm going to knock on wood. But Tony Nybauer needs to come back to St. John's and coach in St. John's. Yeah. How about come back and coach some football? How about come back and be the assistant coach with Stacey Waite in basketball? How about come back and be the head track coach if we don't have one, man? I didn't know he coached track, so, guys like that, they're hard to come by. So if you're listening, Tony Nybauer, I'm calling you out. I'm going to tell you the superintendent is. It's Kyle Patterson, brand new. I mean, talking like he's been here for 30 seconds along with the principal, Stephen Palmer, who's also been here for 30 seconds. Give them a call and see where you're at. See what it's at. Teachers get paid nothing.
Right.
And the minimum wage is up over $12 an hour now, so maybe they could make some money here at St. John's coaching,
We'll see.
Have you ever wondered why coaches don't get paid minimum wage?
They get paid like what, like 25 cents an hour or something
I figured it out. My wife's been a head varsity basketball and volleyball coach for 25 years, 26 years, and I figured it out over the years. I think it's 38 cents an hour.
Oh, wow.
I think that's where we're at.
So I was lowballing 25.
You're lowballing it. Yeah, we pay our coaches a little more. We're 38 cents an hour.
We are rolling in
and these are big schools. She used to coach down at the biggest schools down there in Tempe, the big 5A, 6A schools and all that. And it's the same rate. It's not a whole lot better. But yeah, think about if coaches got paid just minimum wage for all the hours they put in.
Oh, great hands by 24.
That is. Come on, kick it up. Oh, he just got excited, threw it away. It'll get better as time goes on.
Looks like he may have jammed his finger a little bit on that last play.
He jammed it on the still.
Ooh. It's always not fun. Looks like it's a thumb. It's never fun.
Just pull that thing out and keep going, man.
So 2 quick turnovers by Magdalena. The first was a thrown away ball, and number 3, it looks like they got out of travel right there. A little frustration, coming out cold from the locker room. Let's see if they can get that under control. St. John's with their first set play possession. Let's see what they can do with it.
This is where you have to score on turnovers if you want to cut this lead down. You're only going to get so many possessions in the second half, obviously, and you've got to make them count right here when you're down by this many. Oh, that's outstanding. That's great news. That's great news for the St. John's Redskins.
St. John's continuing to play hard. I'm sure Uncle Stacy went into that. I'm going to call him Uncle Stacy. I've called him Uncle Stacy for the 26 years. I'm not going to stop now for 30 minutes. But
call him whatever you want.
So I'm sure he went into this timeout, in this halftime, telling the boys good job, and showing them where they're struggling. Showing them they needed to get back a little bit on defense. They needed to continue to move the ball, maybe slow down, try to break that press more together, to press it, to be able to get down into better possessions, into better set plays.
Yep. So they're doing a good job. Magdalena hasn't scored so far. We're over a minute in, and there is the first bucket, and that's from the foul line. That foul was on number 23, Hunter Jarvis. He's doing a good job down underneath, battling with that big freshman, the 6'4" freshman Magdalena. And in comes number 22. I love this kid, Riley Green.
Riley Green played hard all first half.
He did. And he's going to get better and better every game, and I'll tell you why. Because he wants to get better.
And that's what it takes. That's the mentality you have to going into any game.
He wants to get better. He takes it serious. You can tell he takes it serious. He wants to get better. He's going to get in that basketball shape. He's going to get that fill underneath with the footwork and the spacing and the contact, and he's just going to get better. Excited to see him play this year. Nice pass up underneath.
Riley Green first. Oh, yeah. Love to see him take it up.
Yep. When you're that big and that strong, he'll learn.
That's why that guy backed up. He didn't want any part of those swinging elbows there.
No. The good thing is, right?
Nice turnaround jumper.
Oh,
just a little off the mark.
A little bit off the mark. Look at Riley Green with the save. After Cox.
Offense rebound. Yeah. There you go. Second and third possessions are huge in the game of basketball, and they were able to pull it off.
Good job, Riley Green with the save, and Afton Cox underneath.
With the heads-up play, come back to the ball.
Yes, sir. St. John's wants to cut this lead to under 20. That's a big deal. Magdalena went up 20-0 in the first quarter, if you recall. They got a 20-point lead right out of the gate. So,
another turnover. That's 3 turnovers right here in the third quarter.
this is, I don't know if they've slacked off, if they've let down. Their starters are in. This is Magdalena's starters.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard for a 17, 16, 17-year-old boy, 18-year-old boy coming in. You got a rather large lead. It's hard to come in, always play your hardest, and not to let yourself slack off.
Let yourself down. Here comes the New Mexico State Player of the Year. Not shooting. Number 0, just off the front. There's number 21. Tries to go behind the back. Nice pickup right there by number 3, Charlie Humphreys.
Set the play up. Oh, number 24,
there
the three-pointer.
It is. 24, DJ Spencer.
That's his second of the game.
From 2 feet behind the line. He didn't even get close. He just made it look easy. Oh, nice. Oh, almost a nice steal right there. Is that going to be a foul on number 21?
He's going to give it to 21.
That's Jordan Mannery. He is hustling out there, and he's tired. You can see him putting his hands on his head right now. He's trying to get into basketball shape.
Yep.
Hands on his head, trying to get there. Riley Green getting in basketball shape. Afton Cox is always in shape. That kid's 100% all game long, man. I love him. Love to watch him play. He hustles. He's a hard worker.
Now Riley Green with the defensive rebound.
No one wants that elbow.
No.
I was going to say about Riley Green, he is going to be coached this year by one of the best big men that's ever played for St. John's, and that's Coach Stacy Waite. So he's got a phenomenal coach to teach him the footwork, the movement, and everything that needs to go on between the blocks. And he's going to learn how to shoot. He's going to get that spin down, that rotation, shooting off the backside, using the glass.
Attaboy.
Good job on the glass right there by Riley Green, number 22.
Take it back on defense now. 0, always looking to shoot.
Look at that contact right there. Just drawing the contact. Like I said, his 2 older brothers are physically way bigger than him.
Wow.
We're talking 6'4", 6'5" guys, another 20, 40 pounds on them, and they have pounded that kid his whole life. I mean, when they go out and play.
Older brothers are the best.
Yeah, when they go out and play, he comes back in bloody noses, bloody lips, and all that. And if he cries or, did anything when he was little, they just made it worse. They just turned it on worse. So he's not going to back down in the lane.
I love to see Riley Green coming in, meeting the guy.
Yeah, you got to love it, man.
So many big men get sucked underneath the basket because they've been taught that their entire life.
And they're ineffective.
Yeah, and you get so far in, you're no longer effective.
You're under the
game.
iron. You're not effective at all.
I love Riley coming in, getting that gun contact in, and number 0 is going to come in thinking next time, oh, you know what? That hurt a little bit. I may not want to come in as hot as I did last time.
There he is again. Getting hot from the outside.
Number 24, DJ Spencer.
DJ Spencer.
For his third 3 of the game, right in that guy's face.
Hey, we're right down to 20 points now. We're back down. Magdalena's got a 20-point lead. DJ Spencer getting hot from the outside. Hitting from the left side, hitting from the right side. And there he is, the New Mexico State Player of the Year, making it look easy as he's up to 30 points right now with about 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in this third period with the St. John's Redskins taking on the Magdalena Steers.
Oh, great
nice
backboard
pass.
Oh,
such a good idea, though. You see the idea?
Yep.
That's beautiful. The execution will get better, and Riley Green's going to catch that ball, and he's going to go straight up and score.
You like to see after with as strong as he is, though, take a power dribble, get up in there, and get some contact, get to the line.
Nice little floater, gets his own rebound.
Riley.
Oh, Riley pokes it away, and Afton Cox picks it up, ties it up, and there you go, man. That's why that kid's going to play college ball. That's why that kid's going to go to a nice program and play college ball somewhere, is because he could have lazied it out. He could have went back down the court, but he just fought one of the big men underneath, got the ball back, turnover, and Magdalena's going again. Gives himself another chance to score.
That's actually pretty good ball IQ by 0. He was wide open. He was in it well within his range. He was wide open.
Look at that. Was that traveling? I couldn't see the first step. Man, it was beautiful how he took that ball underneath.
Carried it over.
I guess I call it traveling. But yeah, you're going to talk about that basketball IQ on number 0.
Yeah, he had great. He had an opportunity to take a wide open 3, but he set it up to get his team fighting. Oh, number 3 with the drive.
Look at the drive right there by Charlie Humphreys with the acceleration on the left side.
You love to see it.
His brother was the baseline bandit last year. I don't have nicknames for anybody this year. We don't have nicknames for anybody this year. So nicknames get developed over time. You may get one the first game, and you may not get them the last game. But right now, We may start calling him the left lane assassin. His
St.
brother
John's has been to the line actually quite a bit this game, but we haven't been able to hit our free throws, which is always hard. It's hard to win when you're not hitting your free throws.
Magdalena is a very clean team. St. John's has done actually a really good job as well. A lot of fouls in the first half on both teams, but they're not bad fouls.
No, they're not hard fouls. They're just playing hard fouls.
Yes.
Man, you love to see that.
Riley Green with another rebound. I'm going to start keeping track of Riley Green's rebounds for the rest of the year because I want to see where he gets because he's doing a good job cleaning up the board so far. DJ Spencer
again. Almost got that one.
It up. St. John's with the ball back. DJ Spencer, number 24, DJ Spencer taking it out for the Redskins, calling it out. You're going to see the screens come across the bottom, looking for Riley Green underneath.
They like to see him set it up now. Pull it out and set it up.
Afton Cox, and there it is, number 3. Humphreys. Oh, look at that. That's just a little bit of experience getting that rebound by the New Mexico State Player of the Year, Jordan Maribal. Riley Green will get a lot better at that as time goes on. You never bring the ball down, as you know.
St. John's with 5 fouls.
Yeah.
In a one-on-one situation, still 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Nice pass inside, kicks it back out. I thought he'd take that shot. Mr. Baca to the corner. Maribal with the floater up over the front of the rim. A rebounder right there with a nice pass behind the dribble behind the back. Jordan Mannery up to Riley Green. Another good pass. Another good pass by Jordan Mannery, and Riley Green will get those. They've got to keep throwing those inside. His hands are going to get better. He's going to get better, and we're going to start scoring points off those.
St. John's staying in their 2-3 defense. Actually hasn't been working too bad for them. They've been rotating really well. Sometimes they get caught number 3 for a three-pointer, so it's going to go short. Offensive rebound. Riley Green.
Another Riley Green defensive rebound.
Oh, yeah, he just got a little ahead of himself. Wanted to pass it and then decided he needed to dribble it and just let that foot slide a little bit. But back to St. John's on this 2-3 defense. It's actually been a pretty effective defense for him so far. Magdalena really hasn't scored a whole lot in the second half.
No, they've scored 7 points in the second half.
That's pretty good. St. John's has stepped up their game. They're getting a little more offensive rebounds. 0 for another 3. With a defensive rebound by number 3, Charlie Humphreys. Oh, great move, Afton.
Look at that, going up over the top of the big man. Afton Cox at about 5'11", going over the top of the 6'5" freshman. Look at that drive on the baseline right there and draws the foul. Doesn't finish, but draws the foul. Calls it on the head. Little head contact there.
Little head slap. Saying, hey, I'm here.
This is me. Who we calling on? Number 24 is what he's saying on DJ Spencer. DJ Spencer's coming alive here in the second half, but Magdalena, with only 1:19 to go in the third period, Magdalena's only scored 7 points.
That's pretty good.
They scored 20 points in the first 2 periods. 20 points first quarter, 20 points second quarter, and it was 40-16 going in at halftime. Magdalena's come out, they've only scored 7. So the adjustments St. John's has made it done well because these are Magdalena's starters on the floor right now.
Yeah, they haven't pulled anybody out or started anything done.
The only non-starter they have in right now
Don't bring that ball down.
was number 24. So St. John's doing a good job. DJ Spencer hitting some nice three-pointers. Look at that nice move right there by Mr. Humphreys. Like to see him take it all the way in. Good ball movement back underneath the Afton Cox.
Strong.
Going to call that foul right there on number 3. That's Kel Steffens, a 6'4 junior from Magdalena, on Afton Cox, who's as tough as they come right there. That kid's as tough as they come.
Afton Cox, I think this is his first trip to the foul line, maybe second.
Second, he had one in the first period. He actually got us a couple points there early on.
See if we can convert these.
Perfect.
Great shot.
Kind of shoots like you did, kind of brings it back on the right shoulder. Yep. Saying it on the air. Watch it. Ready? Yep. Yes, sir.
Hey, it obviously works.
I did.
That's all that matters.
I was not an all-state basketball player. You were. I got nothing to say about it other than that kid's shot looks a little bit like yours. 24 is not a starter, but he's doing a good job out there right now, and that's a nice shot by number 3. That's Kel Steffens, a 6'4 junior for the Magdalena Steers. Puts Magdalena over 50 points now with 43 seconds to go. 51-26, the Redskins. A very young bunch of seniors out here tonight, really learning to grow.
Three.
Wow. Wow.
TJ Stevens with the rebound. Afton Cox, jump shot. Gonna fall
Just
a
off the
little
front
bit
of the
short.
rim. Rebound by number 24. That's a do. I hope I'm saying this right. Sahai. He's a 5'11 senior. Number 24 looking for that inside pass. They're going to call that over the back on Riley Green. And Riley Green's so big, when he makes contact with another player, it looks like he's really fouling him hard.
Yeah.
And so that's something he's going to have to work on this year.
That's his third foul. So he's got to just kind of be more cognizant of what's going on. He's going to have to kind of reel back his frustrations a little bit, stay in this basketball game. St. John's needs him.
Needs him bad. And not bad. He's going to go into the fourth period with 3 fouls as a big man.
Not bad.
First year starting in a varsity program, so doing a good job out there tonight. Right now on the floor for St. John's, just so you know, number 24, DJ Spencer. Number 21 is Jordan Mannery. Number 5, of course, is Afton Cox. Number 3 is Charlie Humphreys. And then, of course, Riley Green out there, number 22, who we've been talking about all night. That's who's out there for St. John's right now on the floor. Back to Afton Cox. I like the ball movement. Mannery with the little pull-up. And Riley Green is strong enough to almost get that ball, even though he was not in position. Look at that pick right there. He calls it off. The ball was not out of his hand.
It wasn't. You got to be a little bit more. You got to kind of be a little more aware of the clock on that one.
They were trying to get that quick pick, and it almost worked. They did it in the first half. And Greg Chavez Jr., he's been officiating for a long time. He's seen pretty much everything there's to see, and you could see him standing there looking at the hand of that player. And when the buzzer went off, that's when he went like that because the ball was still in his hand. The kid had just taken off, so nice call right there. All right, so St. John's is 26. Magdalena is 53. St. John's has 17 fouls. Magdalena has 2. We're going to start the fourth period here in just a second. What are you seeing out of St. John's offense, Dayton, that you would change or do different? Anything that you would see?
I'd like to see St. John's just slow down a little bit. And I'm sure Uncle Stacy's talking about that in the huddle, but they need to slow down a little bit. They're a young team. They get a little bit ahead of themselves. They get a little jumbled. They're not yet maybe fully bought into their process, into their offensive processes. They may not understand. They may not fully trust their sets yet, and that's going to come with over time. That's going to come with more games, more close games, blowouts, whatever it takes. You'd like to see them stay in their sets, trust their play calling by their coach, and that's just gelling that you'd like to see. That's going to come, over the next 2 months of basketball. And really, you go back to the first quarter where they went up by 20 with, you take that away, you take that quick lead away, and St. John's is right back in this basketball game. They're only down, by like 6 or 7 points. But, that's sometimes what it is. A team comes out hot, and it's hard to rebound off of it.
And when you got young seniors like this, you can get ahead of a team. You can pull that out real quick. So number 20 back in the game. That's Felix Begay. I like seeing him in the game. He's got some good hands. Want to see him shoot a little more. DJ Spencer, nice rebound right there by number 21. Mr. Mannery gets blocked by 15, but I think we're going to see a body foul, yeah?
On
the arm.
On the arm.
Okay, on the arm. That is my man, Brian Sosi, right there. He's been reffing forever, one of the best refs in the state of Arizona. He has seen everything you can see because he refs so many reservation games.
Oh, boy, reservation games.
He refs those res games, man, and he knows what to call and when to call it. You do that a long time, and you know.
Jordan Manneray is able to connect on the first of 2 shots. Yeah, those res games are something else. I played in a lot. I played in Chinley's Stadium.
Isn't that crazy?
With Window Rock fans there because they were playing the game before us. That was the loudest game because it came down to the last second. We ended up losing by a couple points. But, man, that was loud.
You can't even hear yourself thinking that twice.
You might as well be standing behind a jet engine.
Yeah. I've been talking about number 0, the New Mexico State Player of the Year, all game. I just want to tell you a couple things about him that you wouldn't otherwise know. And his brother's told on him as he goes and scores right here. Oh, off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound.
Number 3.
He's afraid of birds. The New Mexico State Player of the Year is afraid of birds.
Some of those things are scary, man.
What the world? Who's afraid of birds? You know what? He makes up for it, and I'll tell you why. A young kid like that, and his favorite player is Michael Jordan, that tells you he's a real basketball player. He's not falling for these other guys today that are fake. His favorite player, Michael Jordan, a real player right there.
Oh, nice up and under move. You like to see him come
number 4 right there, he's a great player, Deshaun Vineyard. As he scores and draws the fouls, I'm talking about him. Perfect timing there.
I think that's
Deshaun,
number 4
good job.
on DJ Spencer.
Deshaun Vineyard, he's actually was the state champion last year in the 200 meter, the 400 meter, and the high jump. That's the type of hops you're dealing with, so he goes up and blocks that shot right there. Just a great athlete, great guy, 2-year starter for Magdalena, goes to the line and see if he can give him one more. Nice arch on that shot right there, good form. Very good form. Yep, scared of birds, weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Nice pump fake, going in for the quick 2-2 off the front. Riley Green with the offensive rebound, going back up.
He'll learn to jump, bring that ball back a little bit, use his height.
Oh,
talking about number 4, he just gets right in the head.
Whoops.
You know, I think this is why number 4 got hit in the head, because his favorite player is Kevin Durant. Just kidding. Just kidding, Deshaun. I love Kevin Durant. And he likes pizza, so that makes up for it. So he's our man. We like him. He's a good guy. Great guy. Sure appreciate Jory Boyles. I'm sorry. So I know Jory Maribel giving us all this information on his team. Super cool to learn about these kids and have them come over from New Mexico, our sister state, and get to know them, watch their program develop.
Too.
Love Afton Cox. So St. John's almost up to 30 points with 6 minutes to go here in the 4th period. I have a bunch of stuff on Afton Cox in my other laptop. I wanted to talk about him more tonight, but I've been keeping tons of information on him from the football games I call and the basketball games, like food, favorite teacher, music, song, all that stuff. I got a ton of stuff on Afton Cox, so I'll bring it next time, and we'll get down to business. Get you to know these seniors on this team super well. You'll feel like they're your own kids for it, so you just don't got to pay their food bill. So thank goodness for that.
23 Hunter Jarvis getting called for that foul right there. Looks like he's a little bit frustrated with the call, but as a big man, you got to know that anytime a guard goes in there and you bring those hands down, those refs are looking for that, and they're going to call it, even though the contact may not really be there.
Yep.
Anytime you bring those hands down, they're looking for that.
You're getting called, man. You're just getting called.
Oh, great cut by Afton. Let's see with the body contact. Got him on the foul. Yep.
Going to be called right there.
2 more shots for Afton Cox. The second time to the line.
Yeah, he's been going to the line a little bit. He's going to get St. John's. He's going to make both these right here. St. John's is going to be 31. They're going to break that 30-point barrier right here. Look at that, how he brings that ball back like that. Brings that ball back, puts it up there. All right, he's going to make this one. Going to get us up to 30 right here. It's going to be great. Yes, sir. All right, 30 points for the Skins. 58 for Magdalena. Kind of a double-up game, as we call it. Magdalena's doubled up the score on St. John's. Number 3 again from the inside. Here's number 11.
Great
back to 5,
movement.
Mr. Baca. Look at that. And you got 2 open shooters out there. You just can't quite get it out to them. Good defense right there by St. John's on the inside.
Great rotation on this 2-3 defense.
Yes.
Magdalena's doing a great job of inside and outside.
It's impressive, isn't it?
And that's going to be close to 10 threes.
Let's talk about his brothers for a second. He's got a brother that was finished 4th in the Saddle Bronc High School National Rodeo.
Wow.
These guys are tough cowboys. They grew up on a ranch. Their dad out there. You know, the toughest person in the entire family, their mom.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I don't doubt that for
yep,
a second.
she can kick every one of their rear ends. But, yeah, great guys. His brother's a Saddle Bronc champion. Actually rides for the Wyoming Rodeo team.
Wow.
Finished 7th in the nation last year as his little brother knocks down another three-pointer. I hate to say it, but that's 10 three-pointers for this kid tonight.
I think it is.
10 three-pointers.
It's got to be pushing it.
I don't know if that's a record or not in this arena. I would say probably not based on all the shooters we've had over the years. But, man, 10 three-pointers is a lot to be knocking down. He's shooting 48%.
Afton Cox getting inside.
Yeah.
Strong.
Big Afton Cox. Look at him coming alive right now, doing a great job up underneath, and he's the shortest kid out there in regards to the bigs. Everybody's up over 6 feet on him, and he's doing a great job underneath. Number
Magdalena's
5.
Got shooters everywhere, though.
Joshua
it's hard to defend a
Baca.
team like that.
Man, Stephen Curry is his favorite shooter. That's why he's knocking down three-pointers. It's his favorite player.
That's a good one.
He loves nachos. You know I love number 5 because his favorite singer is George Strait.
Oh, yeah.
What a great kid, man. Joshua Baca, you are the man if George Strait is your favorite artist. Good for you. You got a long, successful life in front of you, son.
Mm-hmm.
Long live the king, George Strait. All right, as we take a timeout with 4:04 to go here in the 4th period, St. John's has 19 fouls, 14 fouls for the Magdalena Steers. And like I said, it's kind of a double-up game, about double the score of the other team. That lets you know where St. John's is at compared to the best team in 1A, 2A, and 3A in the state of New Mexico. So If you wanted a gauge to start the season, now you got one. But we've seen phenomenal improvement so far out of Riley Green, getting way better on rebounds. Afton Cox is coming alive underneath. He's going to the foul line. He's cutting. He's getting nice shots off the glass. Hunter Jarvis doing a great job defensively. And then, of course, DJ Spencer hitting some nice three-pointers in this second half, getting his rhythm down.
I think he's got three-pointers this game.
So, and Charlie Humphreys doing a great job. Like to see Charlie Humphreys down there driving that left side, getting some good rebounds. So,
you know who I want to give a shout-out to is Rachel Waite.
Rachel Waite, where are you?
The water girl for the St. John's Redskins.
You may not think that's important, but if you ain't got water during a basketball game.
Graduated, I think 2 years ago-ish, maybe somewhere in there. Came back home to watch her dad's first game, to be home for Thanksgiving, and is out here serving his team. Love to see it.
She married?
Cheering him on. Nope, not married.
Let's talk about that.
Oh,
there she is. I don't know what fellers are waiting on.
I
don't know. Pun intended. Had to do it. Had to do it. Don't hate me for it. All right. My man, DJ Spencer taking it out, kicking it into our point guard, Jordan Mannery. Jordan Mannery doing a great job tonight. He has had some of the toughest defense he's going to see all year against him tonight, dribbling the ball, bringing that ball up the court, passing it around. So it's not going to get a whole lot tougher, to use that word incorrectly, for Jordan Mannery all season.
You know, and St. John's probably won't meet up with another team like this of this caliber and this well-rounded anywhere in our regular season. Where we're going to meet up with these teams is the private schools.
You know, Alcher say graduated two of their amazing players. So they won't be on the court against St. John's this year.
I don't even think they're playing outside this year. I think that's what I was told by Jacob.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think they're playing.
Okay. Didn't know that. Good deal. He's out by at least 3 feet. Using the number on his jersey. So right now, onto the floor, number 34. That's Henry Thompson, number 34. Henry Thompson in the game, gets the ball. Nice rotation underneath, does a pump fake.
Yeah,
and that's a good call right there. It's a good call by Greg Chavez Jr. I always got to say Jr. because I love his dad, Greg Chavez Sr., coaching in baseball for years. He's actually here tonight. I think he reffed an earlier game. Nice dribbling. Way to stay with him, number 24, DJ Spencer, staying with the New Mexico State Player of the Year right there. And there comes a shot from the corner. It's just all night, man. It's all night. That's 11 three-pointers so far. 11 three-pointers with 3 minutes left in the game for the New Mexico State Player of the Year.
I would like to know how many points Zero has.
Zero has 33 points with three-pointers. I don't know how many foul shots he's got, but he may be approaching 40 points. Like I said, he averages over 30 points a game, and you can see why. When you shoot 50% from the three-point line, you rack up some points. Look at that move right there by the state high jump champion, number 4, Deshaun Vineyard. Man, you're not going to block his shot. State high jump champion, 200-meter and 400-meter sprint champion. He's got the hops. But Jordan Mannery, man, he's doing a great job. He's got his hands on his head. He's tired. He's seeing what it takes to be a point guard at the varsity level. And I got no doubts that he is going to continue to mature, get better, and improve big time.
Magdalena doing a full sub. All 5 starters going to the bench. Here comes the
All right, for Magdalena, let's rattle them off. I don't have their numbers. I apologize. We got these off Max Preps, so I apologize to the Magdalena Steers. These numbers were not on Max Preps. Now, number 24 was. He's there. I can't pronounce his name, and I apologize for it. I think it's Ahadu Sahadi or Sahai. I know I'm saying that wrong, but at least I'm saying a name out there for somebody tonight. Number 25 is not on there. Number 15 is. That's Joseph Zamora. He's a 6-foot freshman from Magdalena. And we got number 2, Aiden Hirschbach. He's the 5'5 freshman. Number 2, Aiden Hirschbach, 5'5 freshman for Magdalena. So I want to make sure I got everybody's name out there for Magdalena. We appreciate the Magdalena Steers coming over tonight, playing us, giving us a chance to get going in the season.
Oh, great entry pass. Hunter Jarvis going up.
Hunter Jarvis. Top. How about number 23, Hunter Jarvis going over the top. And also into the game, Byron Bradshaw. Byron Bradshaw into the game for the St. John's Redskins. Good to see him on the floor right now.
I don't know. You can almost get away with the offensive foul right there. Got his arm extended, just barreling into him. But
yep.
Got a jump ball. It's going back to St. John's. You
Possessions.
guys probably noticed that the clock is still running. We're over 30 points left to go in the fourth, so they're going to keep the clock rolling to speed this game up.
Yep. So when that happens, you get the running clock, which we've got right now.
Oh, Hunter Jarvis back to back.
Off the glass again. Number 23, Hunter Jarvis, getting hot. Nice shooting right there off the glass. And there it is. Out to Aiden Hirschbach. He's hoping to become a member of this great program for the Magdalena Steers, getting his first time here as a freshman, seeing some stuff. First time he's played here in Arizona. Want to see him hit a three-pointer as well. At number 34 for the Redskins, good to see Henry Thompson in the game tonight, along with Byron Bradshaw. Helping out, getting some playing time, getting a feel for the game and the speed of the game.
Oh, great hands.
Man,
Way to work
good
around
job.
that body, number 34.
Good job,
Henry
Thompson. Loving that. Little stalling action here. They're just looking to shoot. Everybody's trying to get their feet around him. Number 23 with the ball for Magdalena up inside. And I guess we're just going to stall a little bit. I'm not 100% on that, but we are going to get a body foul call with 19.4 seconds to go in the game on number 23, Hunter Jarvis.
I think that's his fifth. I think he's out.
He fouls out on that right there. St. John's with 10 team fouls. Magdalena with 5. Like I said, this is a double-up game. 36 points for St. John's, 72 for Magdalena.
St. John's never quit playing, though. And that's what it takes.
Did a great job tonight.
They're going to meet up against some tough teams, and they're going to have to learn. They're going to have to continue to work hard, and they've already got it instilled in them right now. They took a lump tonight, took some bruises, down by 36 points as number 15 goes short on its first shot. But they never quit playing, and that's something you can't teach. That's something that coaches love because they can coach that. They can continue to build off that program. So it's going to be exciting to see St. John's as they continue to move forward in this season, this 2021-22 season. So we'll see how it plans out for them. I know my Uncle Stacy and his coaching staff are excited. They're excited to get the program in their own hands and be able to do their own ideas. And they'll get this team rolling. It'll be fun to see in this next game. I'm not sure who they're playing, but fun to see them and watching this next game.
Absolutely. They're always going to be tough because Stacy Waite's their coach, so they're always going to play tough, be hard-nosed. So I'm nicknaming this team right now. It'll change. The Young Seniors.
Yeah.
Almost like a band name or something. But man, the Young Seniors, that's what we got tonight. St. John's Redskins with the Young Seniors go down to the Magdalena Steers. 72 for Magdalena, 36 for St. John's. Want to thank Coach Jory Maribal for bringing his team over. He's a phenomenal coach, has a great program. They just beat everybody they play. Good to see that competition. We're super happy to have that competition and see where we measure up to one of the best teams in the Southwest United States. So thank you, Magdalena Steers. Drive back safe. Best of luck on the season. Win a state championship. Make us proud in our sister state of New Mexico. St. John's Redskins, so happy seeing Afton Cox. I don't know if he's the captain, but if he's not, I sure hope he is. Great player. Number 24, DJ Spencer, doing a great job tonight. Number 21, Jordan Mannery, leading the ball, bringing it up the floor. Wonderful job. And, of course, Riley Green, number 22, really improving out there, along with number 3, Charlie Humphreys, as he was doing a great job driving the lane. And then, of course, Hunter Jarvis had some great rebounds, some great shooting there at the end. And just excited to see this team here. So as we're going to go ahead and sign off. I want to thank Victor Chavez for making it happen, Paul Hancock for getting all of this, and, of course, Judge Mike Latham, the brainchild behind the Lodge and the Loft, getting all these programs here, getting these kids out here so they can learn how to run cameras, switchboards, speakers, broadcasts, picture over, and all the amazingly great things that they do to bring this broadcast to us. So, Judge Mike Latham, thank you for making this happen. Everybody's sitting at home, especially with COVID. Everybody's a little bit sick right now. It was a rainy night tonight. And so a lot of people didn't come out, because of that. So they got to watch it at home, and that's because Judge Mike Latham made it happen. So thank you to him. Thank you to Dayton Waite for sitting here with us. Former All-State player for the St. John's Redskins. Still plugging for Tony Nybauer if he's listening. I hope he is in the running. That being said, Dayton Waite, you got anything you want to say before we sign off here real quick?
No, it's always good to be back at St. John's. Love to be back in the gym. I had a lot of great memories here, made a lot of great friendships. So it's great to see St. John's and see how they do. I'm excited for them.
So with that, Magdalena, drive home safe. Everybody, thanks for coming out, watching the broadcast. Thank you to Victor Chavez, Paul Hancock, and, of course, Judge Mike Latham for making it happen, setting this all up for us. We're going to go ahead and sign off. We'll see you again next time, and God bless.